Good morning, class 9 students. Today we'll continue our lesson in history, forest society and colonialism. Yesterday we have talked about the people living in the forest. They had a very difficult time after the implementation of Forest Act. They were deprived of their livelihood. They were removed from the forest and so on. Now today we'll talk about some more about that chapter. 2.3, who could hunt them? Previously the local people or the village people, they used to hunt, gather fruits, wild roots, gather fuel woods and grasses, fodder and so on, and they maintained their livelihood. But now, as they were driven out from the forest, now who could hunt now? Number one, there are 5-6 points. Forest laws deprived means keep away from. Forest laws deprived people of their customary rights. Customary rights means they used to live in the forest from ancient times. From their forefathers, they used to live there and they used to hunt and gather fruits, wild roots, and they used to maintain their life, sustain their life. Customary rights to hunt. So the forest was full of wild animals. They used to hunt and they used to maintain their life. They used to eat and survive. But after the implementation of forest laws, for the British, hunting became a sport. For the local people, hunting was to maintain their life or survive. But for the British, hunting was a kind of sports for them. So in India, hunting was the part of the royal culture. We have talked a little bit about that. In ancient times, in olden times, the kings, nobles, ministers used to go hunting. That was their royal culture. And not every day. Once in a while they used to go for a hunt, big hunt, once in a year. So that was the royal culture. Hunting used to do, but by the royal people. And the villagers, they used to hunt for their survival. British saw large animals as a sign of wild, primitive and savage. When the British came and took over our country, began to colonize and began to rule, they thought that these big wild animals are a sign of savage, sign of wild, primitive. They began to consider this. They thought in this way. They believed, what did the Britishers believe? They believed killing dangerous animals, the British would bring, civilize India, bring civilization. The British thought that we will kill all the wild animals and civilize these people because they are savages, they are primitive, ancient. Rewards were given for killing for tigers, wolves and other large animals. Rewards were given for killing. Killing, you can say hunting. Killing. Rewards were for killing wild animals such as tigers, wolves, leopards and even lions, because in our country these animals were the forest was full of this kind of animals. So you can see there the numbers are given here between 1875 to 1925. That is within 50 years. You can see that within 50 years, 80,000 tigers were killed, 150,000 leopards, 150,000 leopards were killed, 200,000 wolves were killed for rewards. The Britishers gave rewards to those people who would kill these animals. So by looking at these figures, we can see that the Britishers have destroyed our forest resource and wildlife resource. They have destroyed everything. The forest was gone, wildlife was gone. So all these animals were killed, such a big number, 80,000 within 50 years. We are not talking about 200 and 100 years. We are talking about only 50 years. within 50 years, 80,000 tigers were killed. That's a big number. 1,50,000 leopards were killed. Another big number. Here is the biggest. 2,200,000 wolves were killed. They survive in the forest. These animals had a role to play in the ecological balance. For maintaining ecological balance, these animals were there. But the Britishers have destroyed wildlife resources and forest resources. They have destroyed everything. So now we'll talk about, this is the 3.2.3, now we'll talk about 2.4. New trades, new employments and new services. What does it mean? It means Forest Department took control of the forest. Once the forest was controlled by the Britishers or Forest Department, the trees were cut down recklessly, thoughtlessly, and the traders were given contracts to cut down the trees, and these contractors, traders, they used to cut down the trees recklessly and they used to sell it. Forest Department took control of the forest and some people benefited. Who were the some people? They were contractors who paid a huge amount of money to the British government for contracts. They were benefited. Some people benefited from new opportunities. They found this is an opportunity to earn money. So they paid a huge sum of money to the British government and they were given contracts. So the contractors and traders, they used to cut down trees, kill the animals, sell their skin, bones, hides, everything, forest product, medicinal plants, whatever is found in the forest, they used to trade it. They found the opportunities that had opened up in trade of forest products. The forest product was sold all over Europe. The animals were killed and their skin, or you can say the hides, were sold in European markets. Their bones, ivory, elephants, tigers, lions, leopards, everything was, all the animals were killed. And trade of forest products, timber, medicinal plants, bamboos, grasses, everything, whatever is found, whatever things are found in the forest, all were sold in the international market. And the traders found new opportunities. In India, trade in forest product was not new. In India, trade in forest product was not new. In olden time, in medieval period, Adivasi communities, they used to sell forest products for their survival, such as medicinal plants, resins, ivory, skin of animals. They used to hunt, they used to eat the animal, and the skin they used to sell it to the traders. It was not a new thing. Adivasi communities used to trade elephants, hides, skins, horns, silk, spices, gums, bamboos, so many medicinal plants. They used to sell it previously also. It was not a new thing. But once the Britishers came, they took over this, and the local people were deprived of their livelihood. So we have talked about 2.4 in this. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and continue our lessons. That's all. And thank you very much for watching. You can copy this out and go through the book. Every day you open the website and you go through the reading and listening. Listen carefully what I am saying, explaining, so that it will help you and understand, so that you will be able to answer any type of questions, whether if it is asked. So we should know this, understanding and self-study is also very important. So that's all for today. Now we'll meet in the next class. Thank you for watching the video clip. So that's all. Bye.